feeling like a menace. Counting on my funds is sufficient. I'm fitting to anyone that'll listen, lost sight of the mission. I fuck with Had to bounce back, took a couple L's. Count that, please don't speak to me. My problems coming too frequently, and I'm just trying to live peacefully. But niggas hate. Whole sack chasing, not knowing that your boy is a legend in the making. R.I.P. to the homies that ain't let us see me make it. And them bitches that was bougie, now they yakking all basic. And I'm fresh about the matrix. I'm the one, my nigga. Put the world around me. I'm the sun, my nigga. East side when they ask where I'm from, my nigga. East side when they ask where I'm from, my nigga.
Woo, that's the type of shit I like. I like that shit.
Yo, shout out to T Brewin. Shout out to T Brewin. Eastside Blues. Yes, that song is fire, yo. Where can they find that at?
T Bruin, that's straight off Apple Music.
Apple Music, so it's probably on all streaming platforms. Yes, definitely go check out T Bruin.
It's called Eastside Blues / Wonder.
Blues. Keep spitting like that, man.
Yeah, that song was fire. That song was fire. Yo, episode 7 of PassTheAux. This is your host and your favorite multifaceted black girl, Alexandra Alexis. I'm here with Black, not Serena. Black.
Ooh, alright, cool.
My favorite color is black.
Black.
I'm here with SOS Brady.
SOS.
Save our souls, save our souls. We got some new Naga. Naga. Yo, we got our couch niggas. You won't see our couch niggas, but you'll hear our couch niggas. Yes, we got Soon. Yes, and then we got Lucid acting like he can roll when he can't. But, we'll keep
that on the low.
And then, of course, we got behind the cameras, we got, Todd and
Production. the third.
Hello.
And the infamous Jones.
Yo, what up, Mike?
What up, Mike? Mick.
Funny story. Yesterday, some dude had a session, right? And they tagged the studio in the story. Jones reposted it. I'm on the other side, so I'm like, all right, new post. I look at this shit. Niggas in the booth like, I'm in the best studio in 845. Shout out to my guy Mike Jones.
And then you guys reposted on your story.
Dirty. Repost button. So
I didn't listen to this shit. I just reposted.
Yeah, because you reposted somebody and they was just like, shout out to Mick Vision Studio. I'm like, Mick Visions? I'm like, it's a studio.
Mike confused that. Mike Vision.
But it's a microphone. It's a studio.
What you microphone and logo?
That shit is not hard. Like,
honestly, can I get a large fry with that Mick Vision? Thank you very much.
With that Mick Vision.
I'm
weak. Yo, special shout out to everybody that came out to our first live podcast.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Yo, this past Saturday was that shit was
movie.
Yes, sir.
It was a movie.
It was a schmovie.
I know y'all mad you ain't come.
Motion picture film.
Yo, if you wasn't there, man, it says a lot if you wasn't there. It says a lot if you ain't fucking with us. And you stupid if you just missed it, because that event was really fire. But don't worry, we're going to have a lot more. So definitely stay tuned for that. Thank you to everybody that came and showed support. We really had a great night. Yeah. We had a great episode that's going to be dropping. Oh my God. That was just, it was great. It was 100%. Great. You guys had a good time? Y'all felt it?
Great time.
I got lit a little bit too early, you know what I'm saying? I had to slow down, drink a little bit of water.
Shout out to Todd, that recap video. Yo, fire. Oh my God, that was such a great night. I kind of want to do it again. Everybody, we having another one this weekend.
And to all my beautiful black queens who want to pull up, RSVP straight through me. You know what I'm talking about? All my beautiful black queens.
Jasmine.
Y'all got RSVP straight to me.
Jasmine.
My number, I'm not giving that out there, but
he has a girlfriend, ladies. He has a beautiful girlfriend.
I don't have a girlfriend. Who said that?
Oh my God.
Anyway, I'm kidding. No, I'm not.
We about to talk about Mike's favorite guy.
Mike.
Who the fuck is Mike? Mike Jones.
Yo, Jay-Z, the first black rapper who's touched $1 billion. 2 claps? 2 claps. Yes.
That's for hip hop, man. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing right there, man. He's definitely making it possible for us to break through. You know what I'm saying? Reach that other side that so few have gone. So dope shit, Jay-Z. Dope shit.
And Rihanna, the fact that Rihanna came into the game because of Jay, signed under Roc Nation, and she's the richest female artist right now. Honestly, the whole
at
31 years old, bro, the richest female artist right now. Another black woman, another queen.
I don't know how you could be the richest female artist with the least music, but that's besides the point.
That's the hustle.
That's the hustle. That's the hustle.
Shawty signed a deal with Fenty. She got makeup.
She should be the richest female. Then, period.
But Jay-Z, but if you look at Jay-Z's music, these past few years,
Jay-Z was just on Khaled's album.
What does that mean, though?
He's still making music.
444 came out like 2 years ago, right?
He's still putting out music though.
Yeah, but his endeavors are also making him a lot of money, just like Rihanna.
Yeah, but he's making music.
Yeah,
he's not really making music. Like,
he's not making.
He's making more than Rihanna.
Why y'all act like rappers stop making music when they don't release? Like they make
That's a
music.
fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
they just don't be releasing shit. They always is making music. You know, like. I know we got tons of music.
Rihanna's doing a lot of firsts. She's doing a lot of firsts.
No, Rihanna's great.
A lot of firsts right now. Like, first black woman to be working with a high fashion brand. Like, she's doing things that it's okay that she's not doing the music. Like, I'm Fenty Beauty. Like,
that's
come
all
on.
girls
your mascara is top 5. It does wonders for me. Top 5.
My mom uses Fenty.
Yes, it's really good. So, Jay-Z's married to Beyonce. His protégé's Rihanna. And he's Jay-Z.
Jay-Z,
Is that even like
he got J. Cole,
what is this?
Jay Electronica, Roc Nation, and countless other things that he does. Title. That man is the truth, bro. Like,
the Brooklyn Nets.
I was reading the list of his assets, and that shit is crazy. He's an owner. He's an entrepreneur. In every word the
Brooklyn
sense.
Nets wasn't anything big though. I think he had like.
What he say? He say the Nets could go 0 for 82, and I look at you like this shit gravy.
Yeah, like it don't matter to him.
Sold shit.
Yeah,
he sold it.
It was
like
just,
his pieces.
Just for the opening of the Barclays Center. It was just like a market.
Okay, cool.
But like I said, he owns 0.01%. That ain't shit.
It's a couple racks.
I mean, something though.
It's a couple racks.
That's fire. Love Jay-Z. Shout out to him. So I know we were talking about this earlier. Will any rapper in our generation surpass Jay-Z?
In our generation?
Let's go first. Let's go first.
I don't think
no.
Black
No, in our generation, I don't see. Jay-Z's not done yet. We don't even know. Like, we're gauging that off of what he's doing right now as if he's going to stop doing whatever he's doing for the next 10, 15. Yo, Jay got another 10, 15 years in the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking music. In this generation,
you think he got another 10, 15 years?
Yeah, not even just talking, making music, like producing, putting money behind records. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm like making rapping.
How you know he's not about to have like a label or something? Like, well, I mean, he got Rock, but that's not solely his, is it?
I don't think it's solely his.
That's not
I don't think it's solely his either. He's definitely up there with the white man.
He's doing a lot, yo.
Bro,
the white man's definitely tied up in there. I don't think anybody's touching.
How old is Jay? He's like what?
40? Nah, he's 46.
46?
Nah, he's about to touch 50. What are y'all talking about? 15 years, he's gonna be 65.
Look, I got you right now.
49.
49.
Okay.
He's 49.
15 years, he's gonna be 65. He's not gonna be in the game for another 15 years. What are y'all talking about?
I'm lying.
Snoop Dogg still do shit. That nigga 2,000 years old.
Yeah, but Snoop doesn't. But that's
he smokes
different.
a lot of weed, so he looks 2,000 years old. He is not much older than Jay-Z.
But my point,
he's right. Brady's right. He's around Jay-Z's age.
My point being, so he's 49, right? You got a nigga right now.
Snoop Dogg's actually younger than Jay-Z.
I knew it, yeah. Snoop's Pac's age. He was like a little older than Pac. Yeah.
So like I said, you guys
in 2008, Roc Nation was founded by Jay-Z, so he is.
So he's the founder.
Oh, he's the soul?
Wow.
Still tied up with the white man, but
that's fine. So yeah, like I was saying, so he's 49 right now, right? You got a motherfucker that's 14 right now, 15 years old. In this era, in this generation right now, coming up and seeing all these things, seeing Jay-Z touch a $1 billion. You don't feel like a nigga can surpass that? Seeing Jay-Z?
It's more than that. It's more than just seeing Jay-Z because Jay-Z wasn't seeing anybody touching that million.
Somebody doesn't have to do it the same. They could do it different and still pass him. Like, what are y'all talking about?
Surpassing what aspect?
Artists were getting in the early 2000s and whatnot, they were really getting fat ass checks compared to now.
It's a different game. It's a different hustle.
It's not as easy. That's what I'm trying to say.
I know, but that's what makes
in this generation, I don't see anybody surpassing.
To be honest, I think if you were to ask Jay-Z right now, he would want a nigga to
and
surpass
he knows
him.
that's
Like, what do you guys talk like?
No one's saying he wouldn't want to, but with the question
do I think a nigga will?
In our lifetime, like we're in our 20s, my niggas. We got 40, 60 years. God forbid, I got 80 years.
All right, lifetime
or
generation. Because you said like someone who's 14. Someone who's 14 is not generation.
I thought he said, "Yo, I only got 20 years left." I was like, "Is this something to talk about?"
Black, we're talking about when you pass away, when you die. So let's say you live a very long life. You live at you die at 102. You're telling me in that 80 years, because you're only 23 years old, in those 80 years, nobody is gonna maybe surpass or even do it better than Jay?
No.
That doesn't make y'all chatting, y'all make no sense. That makes no sense.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I can say this no with confidence. Because
somebody else could have influence.
To this day, off a nigga who's 26 years old and died, we're still saying no one's better than him. Tupac. We're still to this day.
Okay,
but that's Jay-Z, and you can say that until
I'm joking.
You can say that for the next 20 years.
I'm joking. I'm just joking. Obviously,
we said it now, but we said it for 20 years. I'm talking about 80 years. 80. There's a difference between 20 years and 80 years.
I feel like because when
years.
you even think of in our lifetime, who was that person? Let's use that lifetime that it's been backwards from Jay-Z before Jay-Z. Who was that person for Jay-Z? Like, who was the Jay-Z before Jay-Z?
Big Daddy Kane, most likely.
I don't.
Jay-Z is once
culture.
Who? That's what I'm saying. But that goes again. But again.
But that's not really fair.
Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point though. My thing is, you're really underselling. I feel like to say someone could do it so fast is underselling how exactly monumental this is. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, it's something that you can't even say has been done in the last 100 years. And the people who were before Jay-Z, there was no Jay-Z.
But can I say something?
There was nobody even close to having what Jay-Z had.
Can you not say that the time Jay-Z came was a very different time than back then? The man was really in the brink he's a cross between two generations. Jay is in a very lucky position. I'm not going to take away from anything, but the man came into it where now, yes, he's a huge influence, but the times are very different. He transcended beautifully.
I wouldn't say he's lucky.
Yeah, I wouldn't
not
say he's
lucky, but he did it right. He did it right. Not lucky, but he did it. He did what he had to do.
I think the 14-year-old now is lucky because he gets to see that, and he's only 14.
Exactly.
So he's able to see that, and that's where he's going now.
So are you asking me, is someone gonna make $1 billion again?
No, it's not just about the money though.
Because if it's not just about the money, then we're saying someone who has a discography of how many albums in an empire like this, finding a lot.
It's a different
someone else
time.
gonna find Rock Nation.
Jay-Z was a drug dealer when he first came into the game.
Your husband was a drug dealer for 14 years. That shit kills me, son.
I just feel like it's a different time. Like, you guys can't say that. I'll say that I truly do hope somebody surpasses Jay. I truly hope somebody influences. And I truly do think with all the influence going on in this day and age, there will be millennials that do surpass. I can't say
Millennials.
There will be millennials that surpass him.
You're just not going to reach, like, there will never be another Muhammad Ali. I just don't see it happening.
Tyson.
Deontay Wilder.
He was not Muhammad Ali.
You're crazy.
He was not Muhammad Ali.
Is getting there.
He was not.
Deontay Wilder. Influence on the black culture, period. We talking outside of boxing.
Okay.
There's never gonna be another Ali.
Tyson was the biggest thing.
No. Tyson was taking a stand against the government like that.
Of the
world.
So y'all think there will never be another Beyonce? There will be another Beyonce. There will be another Jay. There will be another of everybody we have, guys. Like, you guys gotta stop. Like, cut it out. There will be another of them all. Cut it out.
He has all that money. He has his hands in multiple things, not just music. He has entire sports. Like, he has Rock Nation.
Todd, that's what everybody's teaching us now. The world is teaching you that you have to be in different bags now.
You understand the money to do that, to just solely give all the money to one athlete, and that's just one. Like, I'm talking about one athlete from one team, from one sport. He
paved the way.
Multiple people, but you need money to be able to do that, pay for the marketing, do this.
And how do you get the money?
I'm sorry, he shaped the game like
completely. He really almost defined. He almost defined.
So nobody's gonna get.
I'm not gonna lie.
To be able to.
He's
the reason why people like have home studios. Like, people don't know that shit. Rockefeller's a reason why niggas have home studios to this day.
Like Dame Dash was the he was like, yo, all you need is such and such and such and such, and Rockefeller started that shit. And then next thing you know,
started doing home studios.
Everybody started having home studios. It's like the little shit I'm talking about.
I'm not taking away from anything Jay-Z has done. All I'm saying is he did the blueprint. Somebody else will follow it.
Literally.
Somebody else will follow it.
I'm not saying that no one will ever surpass. I'm just saying I'm not gonna be. In my lifetime.
The question was in my lifetime.
Okay. Wasn't it? Okay. It was generation, then it was lifetime, and then it was.
So Black, after you die.
The question was.
So you just think so Black, you just think after you die somebody's gonna do it?
I think it's more likely after I die it'll happen.
Yo, can I tell you just something?
Whatever.
You know why?
I feel like this makes no sense.
The only reason I say it is because Jay-Z Jay-Z was more than the blueprint. There was also to get to that type of level, there's also pieces of being at the right place at the right time and luck, and pieces of things that you can't equate, things that you can't calculate and try to just manifest. That's why I think to do it bigger than him and a man that's still growing is hard, because he's not done. If he was done and there was like, okay, from this point on, who can do it bigger? That'd be an easier question to ask. But for someone who's still growing, who has these Rihannas, who has these people, and is still making this umbrella even bigger than it already is, it's hard to say.
If I was a male rapper, I would have been like, I'm coming for your spot, Jay.
Of course.
I'm doing what you're doing. I'm gonna surpass what you're doing.
But that's two separate things. That's perfect.
But that's in my lifetime. That's my life. That would be my life.
No one's saying we don't want it. It's just different than actually doing it. But anyways.
So how many of us do think that somebody will surpass him in our lifetime?
Two.
And soon.
All
right, so 3 against 3.
3 out of the 8.
Lil Young.
3 out of the 8.
Cool. Lil Young, something gonna do.
That's the odds Jay-Z was facing, and look where he's at.
Exactly. So somebody else. Yo, shout out to any young black boy out there right now.
Nah, 100%.
Please do it.
That's not what we saying. That's not the point.
I'm saying is certain people you'll never see another person doing it the same way. Muhammad Ali,
Michael Jackson.
Somebody may not do it the same way, but they might do it better.
People talking about
they're not gonna do it the same way. They're gonna change. They'll
do it their way. They'll do it their way. Stop with that. Like stop with that. Stop with that.
Let's PassTheAux.
Yeah, let's PassTheAux. We off this. YG's album, For Real.
Fire.
How we like it?
Fire. Let me play a little something off this.
Play that local joint. That shit hard.
Trey don't even like YG like that. So for him to just really be...
Let me clarify.
The song he did with G-Eazy is fire.
Yo, I like that. Yo, I don't even like Jeezy, but he snapped on that verse.
That local shit is hard.
Yeah, local was good.
Go back to my that's a no-no.
I like YG,
Fuck around, that's our solo. Do not disturb.
So bitch, don't call me no more.
I like YG sound.
Let me give you my stance on YG. It's not that I don't like YG. I never met the man before.
That was a beautiful preface.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That's true.
I respect him because he's making music. He's super dope. I don't know. There's something about YG that just wasn't connected with me personally. Personally, some of his music just was missing me at some point. But when I heard this album, I really respected it. I was like, yo, this shit is fire. I can't even lie. That local joint is fire. That record right there is hard.
The first record's hard too.
The first record
set the tone.
That was hard. So good shit, YG. I respect.
Yo, YG, and I one thing I noticed about YG is that on this album, he really stepped out of his comfort zone a little bit.
Yes.
And it worked out in his favor.
Yes.
Like he dug into different pots. Like he expanded his sound a little bit, different regions, different whatever. And it worked out. It's fire. You got some hits, bro. Good job. Good job.
Yeah, I thought the album was. I thought it was fire. I thought it was really good. I like YG sound. I like what he does. Like his music
Super
sounds
swaggy.
like it's super
West Coast
and it's very West Coast, and you can tell he really takes the sounds of the streets. Like I don't know why, but I feel like if I went into a restaurant in Cali, I would feel what he puts in his tracks. Like I love that.
That's
I love it.
Yeah, I like how you put that.
I really feel like that. Like
100%.
his music is very cultured. I like that a lot. Alrighty, let's get into When They See Us, man. That hit Netflix. Ooh. I know Netflix made some breadington off that one, because that one hit crazy.
Cause look, like Charlamagne the God said, bro, there's a lot of mayo in this story, bro. A lot of raw mayonnaise in this story, bro. Like the fact that there could be 5 innocent people, African American people, where there's no evidence of them being at the crime scene. There's nothing linking them to the crime scene, but there are people behind the scenes trying really hard. Really hard to try to pin a murder, try to pin a rape on a group of people, and then successfully does it, and then 30 years later, come to find out they actually didn't do it. Breaks your heart.
I feel like whatever happens in the dark comes to light. So the one thing I will say that I'm very happy this documentary did, not only shed a light on these African Americans, but this happens every day, man. Like, but I'm really happy it shined a light on this, but I'm really glad it shined a light on that prosecutor Linda Fairstein and what she did,
Linda
because
Fairstein.
Whatever her name is, fuck her Steen. Like I fuck a Steen. Fuck your Steen. I never trust a Steen. Any Weinstein, Steen. Anytime your last name got a Steen in it, you're sus. If you're white and your last look at Todd in the back like very true. If you're white and your last name got a Steen in it, you is sus. And you after black people.
You might be onto something.
No, for real. Like I
don't. Said Harvey Weinstein. That was all the evidence I needed.
Joel Osteen. Yes, they're all.
Is that the pastor?
Yes.
Scum, yo.
Yes, they're all scum. If you have Steen in your last name, you're not the one. But yeah, I'm just really happy that it shed a light on what she did, because I know her life will never be the same. Just like she fucked up those niggas' lives. I'm not gonna say your life is gonna be fucked up because you're white in America, so you're gonna be good regardless. But
she ain't no R. Kelly.
Yeah, she ain't no. Yeah, no, seriously. But karma. Ooh.
She deleted all of her social media accounts.
Bitch, I don't care.
Yo, Twitter was having a field day with her.
Can I tell y'all my little thing with this?
Killing her.
Because I got a little problem with this. So the Central Park jogging case. This came out. She got attacked on April 19th, 1989. Right. I heard about this story when I was in 8th grade, 9th grade, some shit like that.
2008, 2009.
Some shit like that, yeah, right? So, Ava Duvernay, super dope.
Shout out to Ava Duvernay.
No one does these activism.
Super dope.
But in such a beautiful way, too. Like, she's an artist, man.
My thing is
Shout out to
my thing is a little bit
Duvernay.
deeper than that, though. So, it came out back then. I heard about it back then. She puts it out, and the world sees it, and then now there's this outrage for this woman. All this 2019, now that we have outrage for this woman. Now we're gonna chase her off social media. Now we're gonna... That shit happened in 1989.
No, it was very controversial at the time. And for the simple fact is, and the thing also that is different is they actually got convicted and they were in jail. They were released once they actually found the real rapist.
I understand the whole story.
Well, no, some of them did the time. They all did the time. The one was released because he was in a... he was...
13 years.
They released everyone once they found out that it was...
No, but some of them were already out before they found out who really did it. There was only... They all served their time.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I see. No, I wasn't disagreeing with you. All I was saying was that one of them, he was the oldest one. He was
Corey.
Was it Corey?
Corey?
He was in all of them were in juvie except for him.
Corey
he was in the adult system, and he met the actual guy who did it.
My thing is
just that shit is crazy.
My thing is just the outrage. Like, we know this shit happens. Like, come on, we not oblivious. We know this type of shit happens. Like, why are we just chasing her off of social media now? Why are we taking action towards it now? Shit happened in 1989.
People didn't know.
I know there was controversy.
People didn't know?
But when it came out and when they found out they was innocent,
but you gotta understand,
social
a lot
media.
of America isn't as well versed in certain things.
But let me ask you a question.
Wait. But also in the simple fact that it was this film by Ava DuVernay that really took everything. Once people got the full picture, not saying so, they were able to full picture. They see the biopic and they see the emotion.
The anger
they
comes
to
back.
The emotion, the anger,
the feelings come back.
Do you think it's that, or do you think people are more so just addicted to the outrage, just more so addicted to word, this bitch did that shit?
I would say 20. I would say
that's
20% to the 80%. Like 20% people. But I think it's the effect of social media too. Like 1989, social media wasn't the way it was now. So niggas was protesting. There wasn't even a thing. People were outside protesting, outrage, shit like that. But now niggas don't do that. Niggas do that on social media. Niggas, that's their protest. That's them going outside of the courtrooms and doing all that. Yo, you have to understand.
Very well said.
Niggas feel like they're bigger on social media than they are in person.
In person.
Facts.
And but don't even get it wrong. Niggas gave it up in 1989. Niggas was in that courtroom going off. Like, outrage, full out outrage. Okay. So it's not like, I get what you're saying. Like, the outrage, the cancel culture, that is very detrimental. Like, we do need to do, but
we get addicted to that.
We are addicted to it, but it's
some people don't even know about it.
Yeah, some people didn't even know.
So it's bringing it to a new audience.
It's shedding light.
It's bringing it to a mainstream. Like, if you weren't well versed in things that were going on around you, nah, probably not. If you didn't watch the news, I probably didn't hear it. But everybody watches Netflix. Everybody has Netflix. Everybody sees this. So it reaches a lot more people. So that's what I was saying.
The time you talking about 2008, 2009, I ain't worried about that, bro.
Yeah.
I was too young at that time.
And it's even...
You don't really grasp.
Yeah. And I think a lot of, like, people like Ava Duvernay, like, I think what she's really trying to do is, being that she's a creative, like, she wants to shed light on the stories that matter, the shit that happened. I'm not trying to watch a movie about slavery. We're living through this shit right now. Like, this is what's happening now, and she's shedding light on it. And a lot of people didn't know about. I didn't even know about this until When They See Us came out, and you told me about it, which is crazy. I heard about this, and even when I found out about it, I was so mad at myself for not even knowing about it.
And the only reason I even knew about it was because I watched something previously, like either as a year or two ago, about Trump and his opinion on the case, and he was basically like calling the death penalty upon these guys.
He's been a piece of shit. Whatever. And that's one thing I'm so grateful for social media about. I'm really grateful for social media for just bringing light and like letting niggas know about shit, because there's so much shit I didn't know about.
Let's
social
do
media
shit with it too. Let's not just all right, we got off Twitter, cool. Like, my nigga, like, these kids, their life has forever altered. But remember,
social media comes with money, so kicking her off shit is fucking with her money. It's
not
also
really.
Yes, it is, because her book. They're trying to get her book. They got her book off the New York Times. It fucks with her money. Social media also fucks with your money. When you get somebody off of something, that fucks with their money, because now they're not getting bookings. They're not getting this. Like, it's a bit to a certain extent.
Because you might have those white people that are extremists that like, oh, you trying to bring down another white person? Let's book.
And that's why I said. At the end of the day, she's gonna be good, because she's a white woman in America. They'll probably do a GoFundMe.
This was the same thing back when we were talking about Lori Loughlin and paying her her
She's a white woman.
Whatever her penalty, and it's not gonna be bad, but it's something. It's better than nothing. Like, it's better than just letting her go free. She's got to feel something, and I hope that she leaves her crib every morning and stubs her toe in a rock. Like, for real. I hope she wakes up every morning and her coffee's cold.
Is it the same rock, or is it a different rock?
It's the same rock. She can't move.
And now she's gonna have some awkward. And what's even bigger now is she's gonna have to have some awkward conversations with even potentially her children. Like, she's gonna have to answer some questions.
They're gonna twist it.
Still though. Still.
She came up with a public statement saying it was all lies.
Still, like, if that was my mom, I'd be like, shorty, you did that? Like, you was a part of that?
You ain't saying that, you ain't got.
You gonna
these white kids of this generation, they'll be like, when they're mad, fuck you, mom. That's why you put 5 kids in jail, right? I'm not cleaning my bed. You're gonna try to put me in jail too, right, bitch?
Gonna lie on my head, huh? What are you gonna do?
Mom, I'm so sorry. I need $5 grand.
I need $5 grand. And then when she says no, fuck you.
Fuck you, mom.
Oh, God.
Nah, man.
They'll use it against her. She'll be tight in an argument soon.
She is, whatever.
Like that ass. But honestly,
I hope she wake up every day with a flat tire.
I hope you get a paper cut.
Did you guys watch it though?
Yes, I watched it.
That shit, like, you were with me. I was bawling like that.
Very powerful.
That hurt me to the core. And
don't give nothing up.
I thought the documentary was crazier to me.
If you guys haven't seen it, go watch it. It's fire. Go watch it.
Go watch the documentary too. I thought the documentary was
everything. Go watch everything. When they see us, go watch it.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a hard one. So it's really hard. I even read a post about it. Somebody was like, it's so sad. People, like, black people now, when we're going to see a movie, like, we have to prepare ourselves. Like, this one girl was like, she didn't even want to watch it before she went to sleep because it was too much. Like, she had to watch a lighthearted thing before she went to bed. But next on to the next conversation. Soon brought up this conversation. I thought it was really dope about the whole the millennials, I can't say that word, millennials becoming police. And I never really thought about that, but soon I'm gonna pass the mic to you, the Mick.
The Mick? How about we just pass him the Aux?
I'm scared.
Ooh, we could pass the Aux.
What up?
Like, I mean, like everyone knows someone of that generation. They're different. They're on a whole different type of world than we grew up in. We don't know what that's gonna breed. You know what I'm
These
saying?
new
like,
cops.
Yeah, this new technology. There's so much new shit. You know, but like, you know, it's crazy. You know, like what could happen?
Mm-hmm. In 20 years, what are our cops gonna look like?
Are they gonna be robots? Do y'all really feel we're going that way?
Nah.
Robot cops?
Isn't there like a thing saying like by a certain time that the entire world is gonna be mixed?
Mixed with what? Robots?
Like nobody's.
Nah, black people, white people.
What you mean mixed, nigga? Like,
But Todd, that's why the abortion law was in. They're trying to prevent that.
Really?
And you know the white man, when he wants something, he gets it done. So I don't think that mixing shit is gonna happen. I really don't think that's gonna happen.
The abortion law would allow births.
No.
Allow births.
Allow births.
White women to have birth.
So
no
like,
more mixing.
So no more mixing. So the whole point would be. But anyway, let's get back to the topic.
Yeah.
So what I was saying is that first off, I think that we need more African American police officers in the community because I feel like if I saw somebody who looked like me, I mean, granted, I still get pulled over, I'll get nervous, but I get a little less nervous with a familiar face. But on the flip side of that, it's been black cops who've actually rode me the hardest.
Been assholes, yeah.
So, I mean, we need the right black cops. But on the flip side of that, of millennials being cops, I think that's the worst thing ever because they're exposed to things that the cops now, who are 40 years old, were not exposed to, different ideologies and things like that. But I feel like to millennials, a lot of things are a game. A lot of things, it's a joke, it's entitlement. And I feel like entitlement is dangerous in a police officer's hand. So to feel like the world owes you something, that's like a common narrative on millennials. Mm-hmm. So I feel like to have that as police officers, that's a dangerous mix. Personally,
I agree with that.
What do you think?
I think we need educated cops and educated black cops in the system. At the end of the 100%. Day, the force is a system. You know what I'm saying? I think I said that before on another podcast, but my professor once told me if you kill every racist person, there'd still be racism because they're racist systems. You know what I'm saying? They would just perpetuate and they'd still go. So we need niggas in there changing the system. You know what I'm saying? If that's their aim. If you just going in there to
get a check.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't really need you. You know what I'm saying? But if you got in there to change the system, all for it. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, I feel like it makes it hard. I feel like police officers even make it hard. There's this whole like brotherhood behind it, like where
it's like a fraternity, and it's literally like a game.
And then there might be a position where a black cop might want to say something. A black cop might want to say something. They say something. Oh, now you're fired. Now you're off the force, and now no other department wants to hire you.
Nigga, this is the NYPD. Who you fucking with, nigga?
Yo.
I hate bringing opposition if I don't have a resolution, but in this case, I really don't have a resolution, but I'm still opposing to this. Like, I don't feel like I see where you're coming from, where you say we need a lot more faces, familiar faces in the force, educated ones. But I also feel like that system's so corrupt that even if that was your stance going into it, it changes real quick. Just like the entertainment industry.
Did you ever hear that Cole verse where he was talking about Barack Obama and he was talking about like how he was no, he did it live. Like he was talking about like how Barack Obama might have been stifled by the system. He might have came with good sense. That was high. That was high for hours. And he was stifled by the system and was sad to learn he actually couldn't bring it.
And that was the president of the United States. So now you're telling
he might have came in with an agenda, saw the system, and realized that his agenda wasn't possible.
Exactly.
So maybe it's fuck cops. We just need a Black Panther Party again.
We just need another we need our own shit.
To be honest, I'm super down for dictatorship.
Wait, what? Wait.
I support dictatorship. Sometimes you need to kill everybody and force everybody to think one thing. That's why. Can I tell you something? Look. Yup. Can I tell you something?
What is going on? We need to have one of those things in the beginning of our episodes. We do not agree with all the statements coming from SOS Brady. Our brand does not support that.
Can I tell you why North Korea is happy?
Whoa.
Why you see pictures of them and they're always happy?
We're getting into dangerous.
Can I tell you why?
We getting into dangerous territory. Let's
PassTheAux.
We saving you.
I'm moving to North Korea.
I can't hear like a lot of good things about Fidel Castro.
I did.
Oh no, but that was a whole different thing.
I mean, if you ask certain people in history, you can hear good shit about Hitler too. You know what I'm saying? Like
we talked about that in college.
He got them niggas bread. So
and then he made them lose it all.
Yes.
I mean, hey, that was a dope couple years.
For that war.
That was a dope couple years. Though.
Hitler was a horrible person, but he was a phenomenal speaker and a phenomenal leader. But he was a disgusting human being.
Do you think that many people are just looking for someone to follow?
Yo,
if that's what you're looking at. You're like,
well,
when you're vulnerable and desperate.
It's a mix of things. When you study history, it's always people are looking to blame somebody.
Yes.
And the thing is, they don't know who, and then they
blame it on the Jews.
That's why Trump came in and swept up everything. The country was angry. They were looking at Barack, and they saw things that they didn't want, so they wanted somebody to blame. Trump was like, everything's Barack Obama's fault.
Everything's black people's fault.
And
Mexicans.
Mexicans.
Yes.
Mexicans, oh my gosh, they're coming in undocumented. That's why we're having
That's why there's no jobs. That's why there's no jobs.
There are murders. You know what I mean? People are itching for somebody to blame.
I find it so funny how this nigga be having fucking teams pull up and he be serving them fast food, bro. I be finding that shit.
You serving athletes fast food.
But then again, it makes a lot of sense. It's America. He represents America. What does America represent? Fast food. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. He's representing America.
Yeah, come on. I'm at the White House.
Popeyes, nigga, with the biscuit.
Dry as hell.
He said, what do you mean? I got him 45 Cokes. What do you mean there's a problem? What the fuck do you mean there's a problem?
The good old American way. The good old American way.
What does he mean?
You know why?
What's up?
Most of sports are all black people on the team, so he's like, I'm gonna get these niggas fried chicken.
Of course.
Nah, he had the baseball team in there too.
Oh, that's
and them niggas had Popeyes.
You remember he had like, you don't remember he had like,
nah, they didn't Popeyes.
And you know he had OD McDonald's cheeseburgers, and the thing that pissed me off, if you saw the shit where it was like the football team and he brought mad burgers and shit and fries, was the way he fucking spread it on a platter like it was some hot shit. He put all the burgers on a plate in the fucking circle, on a platter, on nice ass linen. He put it on nice ass tablecloth, mad 99-cent burgers and shit.
Yo, even Ronald McDonald was turning in his grave, bro. That nigga was like,
probably looking at this nigga like, this nigga got McChickens under $5,000.
George Washington that took notes here. This nigga got McChickens on the fucking dash.
Yo, other countries, like, you guys never think about this? Leaders of other countries probably watch this shit and be dying with their family. Like, I can't wait to take over that country. Like, you got a chef, my nigga. You got
Popeyes.
Popeyes, bro.
I know that Uber Eats nigga was sick. Like, what you mean 108 pieces, bro? What the fuck? Give me a bigger wig.
Nigga said you delivering it to the White House. Nigga was like,
what?
This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna shut it down. You're gonna make the fucking chicken.
You're gonna get it to the president of the United States. Trump is a joke. Honestly, America is a joke.
Nah, no, it's not. I live in America. It's not a joke, but there's a lot of problems.
I live here under.
There's a lot of problems. It's not a joke.
There's problems.
There's a lot of opportunity up here. There's a lot of problems.
Starting with our president feeding fast food to people.
Athletes.
It doesn't matter if it's an athlete. It's a human being. You should not be doing that.
But an athlete is a special human being. A special human being.
Some athletes eat that shit, though.
The whole shtick on athletes and athleticism is the fact that you're supposed to have a good diet, workout. That's the key to it.
I know some athletes really eat like
bro,
shit.
Charles Barkley ate like a bucket of wings before
every
game.
That's why Charles Barkley looks like that.
Niggas said the
He looked like a three-piece.
Hold on, he was eating that shit while he was playing?
Before every game. Dennis Rodman was eating Chinese food before every game. Joel Embiid, Joel Embiid eats burgers before every game. Yeah.
So the way he said sick, that was like a dirty sick. Like,
but I see what you mean. I know what you mean. We're talking about like deviance and
in like sports. I know basketball. A lot of basketball players are vegans right now.
Yeah.
Don't give me a fucking.
Don't preach that veganomics shit over here.
Veganomics.
I love chicken.
Just saying the facts.
I get what you mean.
I love chicken.
Good to know Trump was a scumbag from the get. I mean, was from the jump. Piece of shit. Anyway, we got some. Oh my God, did I call our president of the United States a piece of shit?
Yes, you did.
Great.
Yo,
to all my MAGAs and to all my All Lives Matter.
Why you always
sorry
do that shit, bro? Like
Republicans buy sneakers too.
Why you always do that shit?
Republicans buy PassTheAux.
All right, PassTheAux. Anyway, we got some good news.
What's up?
Meek Mill is he could do his hearing.
All right, so
what happened with that exactly?
So Meek Mill has been granted a new hearing that could lead to a court overturning his 2008 conviction on drug and gun charges.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll clap when I find out if he's granted it.
But it's a good opportunity.
It's an opportunity.
It's a step in the right direction.
You guys be taking what I'm saying wrong.
You just don't like
you bring with the statement.
Facts.
But let me finish. I didn't even finish the statement.
Nah, but you started off that statement with some malice.
No, but you guys didn't even let me finish the statement to be saying the energy I brought. That makes no sense. But let me finish.
All right, finish.
Clap for the fact that he's getting it, but I don't want to clap yet until I see that he's granted with it. That's all I'm saying. On to the next. Thank you. I think you're trying to get spicy with me for nothing.
She did start off. She did hop on the beat crazy.
But it was crazy towards the judge mostly.
Clap for what?
I don't want to clap.
Why are we clapping?
I don't want to clap because that judge is out to get that motherfucker. That's my point.
But
I don't want to.
What I'm trying to go ahead, my fault. I cut you off.
Nah, it's okay. I just don't think we should still keep pondering on that. All I'm saying is that the judge, I don't trust her, and I feel like this is great for me.
But we're looking at a new judge for him.
The judge is Judge Brinkley. What was the question?
So it's a different judge?
No, it's the same judge.
It's the same judge.
Oh yeah. They said they have they have petitioning to have Judge Brinkley removed from the case. A previous effort that was denied last year. Judge Brinkley notably refused to void Meek Mill's guilty verdict following the revelations about Graham. They're basically saying that Officer Graham gave false testimony. A whole bunch of shit, bro. It's looking like
on the real. One time for my man's Meek.
I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, and shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some locked up shit in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrists.
I love this song because
another intro like this shit.
This song is a classic.
You play that shit, the whole club knows the
crazy. Every hood nigga gets up like you about to.
Denise, she played that shit.
Yes.
Shouts
no, for real. You play this shit. This is a hood nigga's anthem right here.
That's the best intro ever, yo.
A hood nigga's Pledge of Allegiance. Yes, yo. Like this.
Can you name a song that you think everybody in the room knows the intro to, other than that song?
Yo.
Hot niggas.
I'm talking about the whole.
Bodak Yellow. Niggas know all the Bodak Yellow. Oh, intro. You right?
Intro to an album.
Okay.
Definitely a Drake song. There has to be a Drake song that everybody knows the intro.
Tuscan Leather by Drake.
Nah, niggas don't. Stop.
He said the one that everyone knows.
Yo, cut his mic off.
What's good, Luce?
Drake haters.
Cut his mic off.
I get those goosebumps every time.
Yes.
Goosebumps wasn't the intro though.
It's a hook.
That's not an intro?
Goosebumps.
It's a hook.
Meek had the best intro ever.
The verse.
I need time to think about the answer. I'm gonna come back to you.
So he has to think this hard.
Yeah.
That's even the words he's saying, that's a hood nigga's life.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Y'all thought I was finished.
When I want that answer mine, I thought it was ready. Flexing on these niggas, I'm like Popeye on the spinach. Double left hand, that's my T-Rose, the Kevin Allen fan. That's the type K and MBK, grind like a pro. Hey, I live on my new bitch, you ride like my girl.
That's the hardest shit of the show.
If you guys can think of a harder intro, let us know.
Please let us
know. I
know.
think that's the hardest.
We don't got it.
Yo, if there's a harder intro, I got 5 cash to anybody.
I got
$10 if y'all can come up with a
5
harder
to 10
intro.
Harder intro. Let's go.
I double it 10.
In the comments.
So do you guys think he's gonna be granted? I mean, so what happens if he does get granted? He's off of probation.
Well, they're gonna reverse his charge. Basically, they're gonna find
lessen his probation.
Lessen his whatever.
Basically, he might time served.
Doesn't he get off?
He might get off because the whole probation was because of that faulty case. And I love that we're talking about this because I think a big thing that Ava Duvernay did is talk about prosecutors. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest problems in the system. They dictate the charges. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all fuck with Michelle Alexander. She's a great author. She has a book, the new Jim Crow. Exactly. She talks about how crazy public defenders are a part of this, and no one really talks about it. You know what I'm saying?
I just think it's crazy how a prosecutor works in the same office as the motherfucking judge. So what is that saying?
They work in the same office?
They're all under the same building.
Oh, shit.
The DA, all of them, they're all in cahoots. Like, how could you?
All in cahoots.
And
it makes no sense to me.
One of the things that was really that I find crazy, we can also look at the Khalif Browder story, where it's like how they throw out these pleas, man. Like how even when you're innocent of something, they'll throw out a plea.
To show face.
That's the thing. They throw the plea like, yo, you got to take this plea. We know you can't afford no lawyer. You better take this plea because if you fight it yourself, we know you don't lose. You know you're not gonna. You don't know the law. We're gonna abuse that.
Or how the judge will be talking to the prosecutor like, yo, you guys took it too far now. You can't make our office look bad, so you gotta finish it out. Like, what? Even if it's a lie, they have to finish it out because your office can't look bad? What kind of...
to win.
Yeah, that's the goal. The goal is to win.
The goal is to
win
put
cases.
somebody behind bars.
Especially
privatized.
Are we mad at the game or are we mad at who's playing the game?
Both. Mad at everybody.
I hate the fact that you go into law just for W's. Gotcha. You go into law, you're not trying to help nobody. You're just trying to become. I get it. You're trying to be the best at what you do. Yeah. But do that on the right. Do that. On good consciousness.
End of the day, well, the law states, which makes it fair that prosecutor, defense, they both get lawyers, they both get attorney. I mean, like everyone deserves representation.
But the prosecutor should have nothing to do.
On paper, it sounds good.
On paper,
so
it sounds
good. No, so I'm saying, so it's like you can't fault the lawyers for like, let's say like a killer or like a rapist or something like that. They're just doing their job in the eyes of their job is to.
That's different though. If you're representing a murderer, that's different. I just don't like the fact that I feel like there's systems in place specifically to get Black people off the streets and behind bars. Like, and I feel like that is just, it just doesn't make sense. I feel like prosecutors, that's their job.
Nah, true.
That's their job.
Speaking of laws built.
It's crazy.
It's a system.
They're following the law.
It's from the cops all the way to the judge.
That's why there's no morality, and people like us get caught up in that because we're innately good people, and you see somebody getting fucked by the system for no reason. It's gonna upset you, even though you can't physically do anything about it. Seeing another Black man go to jail for no reason, for years.
For years.
Die.
Nah, it's
Emmett, the lady who can't. The lady who lied about Emmett Till just came out and just said she lied about it. How long ago?
And just brushed over, and then just dies.
She was gonna get jumped. I jump her. Shit.
Facts.
And now it makes me feel like we really do need restitution. Like when Charlamagne was saying that Black people need restitution in this country, that shit is true. Like you guys been fucking us since day one. Give me money. I'm saying still fucking us. Give me money.
But this also goes. This also goes back to Jones's point too, and I find myself falling guilty to the same thing where I blame them so much that I forget to blame myself at times or ourselves. So, you know what I'm saying? True. Like we are just as much a part of what's going on. Like we keep allowing it to happen.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? That's like at the end of the day, we can do
keep allowing.
We can do shit. We have enough information. We have enough knowledge.
Context to say that Black people aren't doing enough, like, or
facts.
Not doing more than white people. It's just the fact that like a lot of people just like to blame instead of like putting shit into action.
There's a lot of Black people working tirelessly, but they need that UNITY. That's that unity. Yo, they need our help. You know what white people got? Sally, Larry, everybody. They got Jim, they got Sarah, they got Susan, they got they got Weinstein, they got Fairstein, Bernstein, Bernstein, Donstein, they got ABCD.
Yes,
Frankenstein Library, they got everything. They have everything. Like the white people got that unity, and that's why they still can do what they're doing. Black people, yes, Jewish, yes, they hold each other down.
I'm never gonna forget. Quick story about just the unity that Jewish people bring. I remember I was driving. I'm never gonna forget this. I was driving with my homie Zach, and we was driving past this Jewish guy, right? and we were like at a red light, and it was coming. It was coming from this other way. Like the cars were coming from this way, and the Jew was standing there, right? And he raised this. Literally, he just got to this side.
Somebody pulled over.
Nigga, he put his thumb up, bro. Literally 2 seconds later, somebody stopped, picked him up, and they drove away.
Let that have been a black person.
That
what would the black person do? Nigga would have been like,
he would have been out there.
Nigga would have been like, nigga, get a job. A black person would have probably put the window down. Get a job.
But can I tell you?
You said what?
Like sometimes, like they be thinking, like since say if you're in Muncie, like these niggas will think that you're automatically like a Jewish person. So these niggas come up to the whip, like, and then oh God, oh sorry,
black man, bye, I'm sorry.
But can I tell you, we need to be on that type of time. We need to be on that type of energy.
Yes,
for real. That's
we need to be on that unity.
Like we look at it and we make fun of it. You know what I'm saying? That blind trust, like. We gotta. I'm not saying that we gotta find a way to get that, because if we get that, like we looking at them talking about, oh, they do this. At the end of the day, they're getting theirs and they looking out for theirs.
Yes, and they look.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And we gotta be like that. Nah, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying, like,
I got places to go. I ain't trying to bring no niggas somewhere.
Nah, but that's the
mentality. And it's not just unity between black people. It's unity between all minorities, because we're all minorities. Like, and we need to stop looking at it as like,
the bigger umbrella,
like we're not different.
Oh, unity among all minorities, and then even in the bigger umbrella, all people.
Everyone as people.
As people,
man.
Speaking of Ava Duvernay, she has another documentary which is super dope. The 13.
It's really good.
That's
really
super
good.
That made a lot of noise
guys
too.
Want to check out some dope shit? Check that out. It's very informative.
Get educated, black people. Like if there's anything you watch your Netflix shows, watch a Netflix documentary. There's really good shit out there, and soak up that knowledge. Just know what's going on. Be aware. Don't be ignorant. Don't be ignorant to these things.
It doesn't work in a court of law. It's not gonna work out here.
Exactly.
No more, you know
exactly.
Facts.
So let's get into some lightheartedness before we wrap up the show.
What are we talking about?
So I saw I was watching how 50 was on a date with a girl from Black Ink Crew, Nikki, and a guy stopped him on the street to, like, you know, spit some bars and shit, and he was not with the shit. So, you know, the being that you guys are all artists, I really was wondering, like, do you guys find it corny when people do that to celebs?
I don't think it's corny, because sometimes for people it works out. Like I've seen videos of Meek Mill, you know, he's listening to people on the street.
Nip did it to the game. Nip did it to the game. Yeah.
Like people do.
What do you mean
like,
Nip did it to the game?
You don't remember when he gave him his mixtape?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Nip did the same thing to Snoop. Like,
sorry, Brady, but I think sometimes it just goes on your delivery, how you approach that person.
Exactly.
So like you just come up on some shit like, yo, my nigga, look at my IG, like, feel me? I'm already turned off on that. Give you the chance to do that shit. So I mean, in a situation like Game, or not even just him, but music in general, if you approach somebody like the right way, say if he had going up to 50 like, yo, I'm sorry to, you know, I see that you're doing something, but I was wondering if you could. And then if he says no, then keep it moving.
It's because 50 got that New York mentality. If that nigga was a Cali nigga, he would have heard that verse. It's that New York mentality, bro. 50 don't want to hear shit.
I mean, I get it. But what I was gonna highlight was really just like, I mean, at the end of the day, I know there's negatives and positives to everything you do, and then being the celebrity and being that guy, there's negatives and positives, and that's a negative. But at the end of the day, you're a human being. I even know I'm not famous. There's some times I don't want regular people just talking to me. There are times I don't regular. You don't have to even be selling me nothing. There are times I don't even want y'all to talk. I'm like, yo, I don't want to talk to y'all. Like, I don't want to talk to anybody. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's his right. And I feel like because it's social media and everything is exaggerated and blown up to a bigger thing, that it was a big deal. Yeah. But that one curve, you saw one curve, he probably curved 100 people. But he probably also listened to another 100. And I feel like, and that's the ones you don't record. Right.
So what if it was like, you Jones, and you see Jay, like a diehard Jay fan?
You're gonna
fangirl. Like, that's you.
He might not say nothing because he'll pass out.
Literally, that's why I'm like, I feel like that's a sticky situation. Because what if 50 was this kid's, like, he had the he had the poster in his room, used to do the push-ups to 50's music, and he truly loved him, and like he seen him and was like, this is my chance. I gotta do it.
You don't want to meet your idol sometimes, man.
Such a suck. I'll just say thank you. I mean, that's it.
He'll respect that. He would
love that.
It goes back to like the approach though. Like if I see somebody I really like idolize, I would like, you're not gonna approach him on some like, yo, what's good, my nigga, like this and that, like while he's with somebody. Even just as a person, if I'm somewhere on a date, bro, and like say like somebody's like, yo, I'm trying to do a photo shoot like this and that. I'm like, alright, bro, you could like. Feel me?
Yeah.
I'm not saying
So time and place.
like
you guys feel like time and place?
When I was younger, I saw Chris Rock at the Palisades Mall. I was with my sister, and we were going to the bathroom. And I just remember that we both saw him, and my sister was just like, "That's Chris Rock. Let's go!" And I stopped her. I grabbed her arm because he was with his kids, and I saw how he had his hoodie up. And I was just like, "Nah, let him go." Like the way he was standing, you could tell he didn't want to be bothered. It was gonna make his shit hot. I was like, "Yeah, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Time and place for everything.
For everything.
You know? Like,
read the moment.
Be on a date, bro. That's the last nigga you trying to fuck, like.
But on the other side, I seen Chris Rock another time in the Palisades again, and he had his phone in his hand, and I said, "Yo, what's good, Chris Rock?" And I know you was on the phone, but you curved me, nigga. Remember that? I was whack, nigga.
I've heard Chris Rock is mean. Like my friend said it. Yeah, like I've heard he's mean
I remember
when you
that
see
shit
him.
too, nigga. I seen him. I said, "Yo, what's good, nigga?" Act like he didn't hear me. I bet.
Yeah, like I don't know. As a celeb, I feel like
maybe he just didn't hear you. Like
no,
maybe
I said that. I was like, "Yo, good job."
He heard him.
He heard me. He walked clearly by me and ignored the shit out of me.
He heard him. He just did not want to stop.
Yeah, business, bro.
He talking about millions. He not worried about what you gotta say, bro.
A new series.
He's working out the details to the extension on his house. Is that trains like yeah.
Like, yo, Chris Rock,
bro.
Chris Rock, we're gonna have that conversation.
Nah, but I think you guys are right. It is how you do it. Because even Nip, he did it like a G. He went up to the game, dropped the mixtape on his lap, said, "Yo, listen to that."
That's what Snoop said happened to him.
Listen to that. He was like, "Yo, listen to that." He's like, "Don't just put it away. Listen to that." And then he walked away like a G. Yo, the game was like, "Who this nigga?"
It's all about how you do it. You know what I'm
it's how
saying?
you
And
do
if
it.
you rolling up on niggas rapping in 2019, that's a bad approach off rip, my nigga.
Especially in 2019.
2019, you rolling up on niggas rapping.
Everything's off of respect. So if you want somebody to give you a chance and like if off rip there's no respect, then why would that person support the other person?
Exactly. To be honest, you just gotta be yourself. Just be authentic.
Nah, cause some niggas be weird and they be like pulling up and breathe all down your neck. Oh my god! I don't know.
Okay, not that. Alright, so basically, if you're not regular, if you're not a real nigga, don't do it. Like, don't do it. Oh, you're right. I'm saying be yourself, but there's some niggas who are weird.
Another case.
Yeah,
I saw
you're
DJ
right.
Envy in the
Mad cool
in Jersey, right? I forgot what mall it was, but I could tell he was rich by how he was walking. I knew he was somebody. So I followed him like low key. I was just like, "Is that DJ Envy?" And I seen this nigga and like he was like in the aisle or whatever, and I walked by and he looked at me. He was just like, I was just like, "Yo, you DJ Envy, right?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yo, I like what you do, man. Good shit." He was just like, "Good looking." Dapped each other up, kept it pushing.
I love that. I think that's what you should do.
Just do like,
I feel like those simple things,
keep it simple,
because
like,
you have to understand your fans are the reasons you're here. You know, so I think time and place for everything.
Time and place for
everything.
Yo,
if I'm a Tyler Creator, I might cry though.
If I meet Frank Ocean, I'm definitely crying. I'm definitely crying. Enough. All right, we're wrapping up the show. No, we will not. Oh, shout out to Igor. That album was fire. And guess what? It is number one.
You didn't answer my question. Why would you cry?
We're gonna no Tyler blasphemy on this podcast.
Facts. Thank you so much.
Thank you all for tuning in.
I love you, Tyler.
Yo. I'ma look y'all in the eyes when I tell you this. Like, comment, and subscribe.
3 of them things.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Wait, sorry. What'd you say? I don't think I heard you.
Like, comment.
What else?
And you better motherfucking subscribe.
Oh, bored!
3 of them things.
Hold on, one more thing.
You better like
Don DeMarco.
Also, guys, if you guys are on YouTube and you liking what we got, also check out the BBRs. We got episodes, we got ciphers, we got more things. Also check out One Take from Mike Vision Studio. Check out everything. We got dope content coming out.
We got so much content coming out, guys, and all that content you need to like, comment, and subscribe. Alrighty, like, comment, and subscribe. All summer.
What song we going out to?
All summer. Yo, shout out to everybody. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for rocking with us, and we'll catch you at the next episode. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon. Oh, I love this song. This song is fire. You know the song. You like it with Meek. Where Meek sounds exactly the same like everything else. You ready? Let's go, Brady.